Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's nice to wake up to see Cardano over $3. We've been waiting for it a while. It's been consolidating around the 280-ish, 270-ish area for a very long time. Let's look at the charts here. I'm looking at a daily currently because I like to look at the long-term view. I got my fib levels from the very, very beginning stages of this uptrend, which started literally sometime around December. The end of December, early January, when this was literally around the 13 to 16 cent range. And I think at the time, Sheldon Evans, who's a very popular crypto guy who I really look up to, very, very intelligent when it comes to crypto, said, "Hey, I'm noticing a pattern back here." And this is back, I mean, like, God, I wish I would have watched this video back then and been this involved in crypto back then. And he was looking at it at 17 cents, and he's talking about this particular area that, you know, he saw like a pattern that he said, hey, you could make quite a bit of money if you get invested here at 17 cents. And boy, was he right. This thing, Cardano, blasted off for good reason. This is one of those long-term holds for me, Cardano. I'm completely fine with holding. Obviously, as a trader, I do like to trade levels, and all my profits, I just push back into the coin itself so that the profit reflects my overall bag. So, for instance, I started buying. Now I got late in the game. I didn't see it until this spike up, which is bad. I was buying on this spike up, which you never do. You always want to catch it. You always want to, as a trader, buy on the way down and dollar cost average. At least that's a good philosophy in the way I like to buy. But, you know, I was buying as it was pumping up here, hit 250, and then we had that small crash in Bitcoin. And, of course, Bitcoin rules all crypto, unfortunately, right now. There will be a divergence eventually. Once people understand the utility that every blockchain is different, you will see that there will be divergence, but it's very young right now. Crypto is still very, very immature. But as the crypto markets mature, you will start to see divergence. I think we're actually starting to see it now with Ethereum. We're starting to see Ethereum pop while, you know, Bitcoin isn't as poppy. So it's pretty interesting to start to see some of this divergence. Maybe we'll see Ethereum dominance. But Cardano is one of those ones I love to hold. I love what the blockchain is, the infrastructure of Cardano. I think more people will switch to Plutus. I think it still will be like a slow process, but I just love the scientific rigor. And I love the staking, and I love the fact that the community is so damn strong, and a lot of people who are involved in Cardano understand Cardano. But anyway, back to the technical analysis. I drew a long-term trend, bull trend line, so we can see the very long-term bull trend line here to here. And starting it out back around the end of December at about 16 cents thereabouts, and it's a very solid uptrend currently on that trend, which is like the base bull case trend line, currently at $1.53. So you can see like we're way above that trend. For good reason, because, you know, right now we're getting into smart contracts. You can see the hype. You can see it on the chart. And, you know, I got involved. I purchased a little bit more around the $1.43 area when I saw it, this particular level right here. The $1.47 level is a very important support line. And we can see these trends here. Also the support at $1 is ironclad. Like I really think like you're not going to see this go below $1 unless we have huge market capitulation and you start to see the markets tank, which could happen, and you start to see Bitcoin tank. But I personally right now on the bull side of things, I'm just seeing too many bull. I'm just seeing too much of the bull case right now to go into bear mode right now. And you know, you got to be careful when you say that because, you know, like if you start to see a lot of people getting too bullish, too greedy, you know, a lot of people take the other side of the trade. But I just think even up until September 12th, you're probably going to see an uptrend. It's in price discovery mode right now. Cardano is totally in price discovery mode. We had this top resistance line that was resistance for a while for 246. You can see like it didn't spend. This is a daily chart, and for the 2 days it fought at 246, and then it blasted off, came back down again, tapped 246 again, went back up, fighting to like that $3 level. Like, whoa, is it going to go over 3? Is it going over 3? Of course it's going to go over 3. Cardano is generally a slow mover. Like generally on Cardano, you have to look at a weekly chart because it moves a lot slower than other cryptos, which is fine with that. So a lot of people can be upset that it takes so long to move. But like this most recent move has been fantastic for Cardano and Cardano holders. I'm very happy for people holding Cardano. I personally think it's just a wonderful crypto and a blockchain that's going to do so much. And the staking mechanism's fabulous. 70% of people holding Cardano right now are staking, which is just phenomenal. Like the numbers on that. And a lot of people look at the volume. Like if you're looking at the volume here, and you can see just blasting off. And the volume's always going to be heavy when the asset price is cheaper, or when the coin price is cheaper. When coin prices are cheap, people can buy a hell of a lot more. So a lot of people are saying, well, there's so much volume on this side, and you can see volume tapering off and tapering off. Well, as it becomes a little bit more expensive, you're going to see volumes slightly lower because the valuation is higher. And again, for good reason. There are real reasons behind why valuation is at a higher price now with Cardano. Is $3 too much for Cardano? It depends upon like your time frame. Like right now, $3, I think it's in price discovery. I think you at least, if you're like a short-term trader, you at least hold till the 12th. There could be a dump. There could be like this large dump after the fact when reality sets in and maybe not a lot is happening on the Cardano blockchain. But I'm seeing a lot of action. I'm seeing a lot of activity in the Cardano crypto sphere, the environment there, the community there. It seems as if like more developers are switching over to it, that the Cardano community is growing, that there are more dApps on it, that there are more people coming to Cardano. So I think this is, while it's slow, I think it is gaining steam. And I think there is very good reason to say that Cardano will most likely stay over 3. I think you'll get some type of capitulation after the 12th, kind of like a Doge event where Elon Musk goes on Saturday Night Live. And will it tank as much? No, I think you'll see like a sell-off maybe after, like buy the rumor, sell the news type thing. So that is why I like to look at the Fibonacci levels and the retracement levels, because right now it's great until the 12th. I think you're pretty safe holding it unless Bitcoin takes a huge dump. Again, my opinions. But like right now, like I took the fib all the way up to the top, 309. You can see levels here. I drew support levels as 246. First fib level at 240. Second level at 197. There's a very strong support around 147 is like your floor. So like like these are numbers I don't think we're going to get back down to. But like on the long-term trends, like macro look on the coin itself, like these are levels that are really important that I would say, okay, like retracement levels, where would I want to set up limit orders? And I most likely would set up a small limit order around 246 to the 240 range. I would set up at the $2 range where the fib level hits on the 0.38 retracement, at the $2 to 197 range. And then my third limit would be around the 160, 164 area. So somewhere around there would be a third limit order, so that I would buy on the way down. And the reason me personally would set limit orders at these levels long term, like if I could snag some at those prices, I would be completely fine with holding it. And when I'm talking about holding it, me personally, I'm a long-term Cardano holder. So, if this thing tanks and goes below $1, I'm actually perfectly fine with that. I'm still holding. I know the fundamentals behind Cardano. I honestly think it has the juice to at least be a competitor with Ethereum, or get that same type of market cap behind it that Ethereum has. And I think that in the long term, like 5-10 years, is going to be one of the most majorly used blockchains because of all of the positives that it brings in transaction times, in the amount of transactions per second, and the amount of energy consumption is low. The staking mechanism, which is fantastic. So like to me, this reminds me of like an early day Bitcoin. Like this reminds, but so much better because it's literally like blockchain 3.0. It's like we're talking about a crypto that has gone through all the scientific rigor needed for scalability, for utilization. The only negative I have on Cardano is how slow to adoption that it has been compared to Ethereum, which has their foot in the door. Ethereum has plenty of people already who have adopted Ethereum and chain being built upon top of Ethereum. And there's a lot of people in the game on Ethereum right now. And they were first when it comes to that. And, you know, can Cardano get to the point where they have the same utility or case? I mean, they have utility, but can they get to the same point where Ethereum has dominated the space in the amount of adoption that it currently has? Will Cardano get that amount of adoption? Yes, I think so. I think this is a slow mover. And, you know, like seeing this over $3 right now, it's probably going to fight at 3 for a little bit. But I could see like a target hitting around like anywhere from 330 to 350 easy. We still have 10 more days. And you know, I think it could most likely, it's in price discovery mode, man. It's blasted off past this 247 top side resistance. It went past $2.50. It's now 50 cents higher at $3. It'll fight maybe at 3 for a little bit. I think you're going to see it try and discover, like, where can we go? Like, where can we go right now? Especially if Bitcoin and Ethereum stay up, especially since we're seeing Ethereum being more dominant than Bitcoin right now. Some traders are saying to themselves, like, wait a second, will the flippening happen? Will Ethereum actually like have more market cap than Bitcoin? Yeah, I think Ethereum eventually will. I think Ethereum will be more dominant than Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin will still hold its value to a degree. But let's be real. If the markets do dump, if the markets go, you know, down from here, which there's a good possibility it will, crypto will be sold and altcoins will be sold. And so just be aware of that. And if you're a short-term trader, be very aware of that. If you're a long-term trader, do what I'm doing and you know, every asset class to me is different. For Cardano, I know the fundamentals behind it. I know in the long run, it's going to be a blockchain that matters. That means I'm holding for years. That means that's how I'm trading it. I'm not trading Cardano so much short term these days. I was, and then when I would sell my Cardano, I'd be like, what did I do? What did I do? Why did I do that? I want to just amass a whole bunch of this coin. And in order for me to do that, it just basically means buy and not sell right now, which is, you know, goes against fundamentals as a short-term trader, but as a long-term trader, if you're looking at this truly long-term, I think it's going to be probably one of the smartest things you could ever do. And if the market does tank, great. Give me. I'll take it. I'll take it at this level. I'll take it at 246. I'll take it at 241. I'll take it at 2. I'll take it at 187. I'm going to take it here 164. I'm going to take it at 147 area. I'm going to take it down at the 120. What do we have here? 127 area. I'm going to take it down here at the dollar area. Got it. It's down at $1. Are you kidding me? Great. And I'm going to scale my limit orders as such. Very small at the top, very small limit orders up here, very small amounts. And as we go down, I scale it. I scale it and I keep those limit orders open. I keep them open. I keep them running. And the further down I go here in the support lines and the fib levels that I hit, the bigger those limit orders should be. Because you're grabbing, and if you're looking at this long-term trend, it's the real deal. There's a reason why. There's a reason why it's done what it's done in the past year. I think it's got more to go right now. I think it's got more steam. I think we're going to see like the crypto markets jump from here. I think you're going to see a lot of bears be surprised that Bitcoin's at this $50,000 level. I know a lot of traders out there. I know a lot of shorts. I know a lot of bears out there. We're looking at Bitcoin at the 47,004 area, thinking they would have a nice short. That didn't turn out so great for them. They're getting burned on that trade. Nice little short squeeze back up to 50. Let's see what Bitcoin does at 50,000. I think, unfortunately, Cardano is at the grips of what the big boys do, like Bitcoin and Ethereum. But eventually, you got to ask yourself, will divergence happen? And we're starting to see it with Ethereum against Bitcoin. And again, you could see that with Cardano against Ethereum. Is it going to happen anytime soon? Probably not this cycle. Probably not this cycle, to be real. But like, I think Cardano has the juice to hit 330, 350. If we see a retracement, the 272 area is nice. If you want like a short-term quick trade, 272 is a nice area to buy back in on a dip. Also 246, which I don't think we're going to see. I don't think we're going to see 246 anytime soon. You might see 272. You could see 272. But anywhere from the 272 to 246 area is, in my opinion, a great buying opportunity for at least a short-term pop. But we will see. Like if we look at our RSI, you're seeing relative strength here. By the time we hit 226, RSI was like, whoa, we are way overbought. We are way overbought. Then we're seeing RSI, we're seeing strength diminish. But as it diminishes, we're getting new highs. So that happens. Like a lot of people, they don't understand when they're reading RSI. They say, oh, well, shit, we had this huge pop here. It's never going to be as high as this. That's not what RSI is there for. That's not how RSI is used. RSI measures moves after the fact, the strength of movement after the fact. So it's kind of a lagging indicator, but it does show you over a time span, especially on the daily, people getting in or moving out. You can see as RSI starts to go down here, price is still going up. So there is a bit of bearish divergence here, which usually means you can see like a drop. But if there is a drop with the news that there is right now, I'm thinking you're going to see it get a little tired around here, but you're probably going to see a little bit a push. I still think you'll most likely see a push. $3 is a big area though. $3 is a big area. Like $3 Cardano, pretty huge. And the fact that it broke the $3 area, very nice. When you break that seal, it's like, okay, we've been there, we've done that, we've done three. Where can we go to now? I think that's why we're in price discovery mode. And price discovery mode is always fun because there are people who go, well, it shouldn't be this. There's a lot of shorts to jump in. There's no way it should be $3 and, boom, 325. Well, there's no way it should be 325. Boom, 350. They're covering as it goes up. Price discovery mode is always fun. I love price discovery mode. So $3, it might test it a few times. If we look on a shorter time span here, look at a 5 minute, you can see it looks like somebody sold quite a bit around the $3 area, but then it pushed over 3. And then, here we went up to 310, comes back down here $3, going up to 306, coming back down. So it'll test $3 probably a few times. It'll test $3 a few times where we're at right now. And if it holds, if $3 holds, off to another pop. But we'll see. We're seeing a trend line here that matters. If we move back here, let's move back a little bit. Here's a trend line I drew from this breakout of 140, which was really important area. This breakout right around here on August 8th, when we had this ascending triangle that was going into this point here. And you see, like, once these areas diverge, you just see this huge, just poof, this pop up. But this trend line here, which I've drawn, showing this going through here, going through the bottom parts of here, you can see that it might go back down to 296 again. It might even test down 294. It might break down 294. And then your next level looks like 280. So so if it does break 3, and if it does not hold 3, you will see it go back down to 296-ish, 290. Yeah, anywhere from 290. Let's go 290, right about there. 292. 292 makes more sense. Somewhere thereabouts. You could see it go back down there. You could see it hit the top of this over at 294. You can see, yeah, that's why we said 296 over here. So over here at the top of this trend, it was 296. So anywhere from 296 to 292 would be one test if it breaks down to 3. If it breaks down below 3, then you would see another test if it broke down that to the 287 to 286 area, 287, 286. There would be a test down there. And personally, if it does break 3 and it does go down there, a nice short-term trade right there to pick some up, because I think it'll pop right back over 3 personally. And we still have 10 more days. Nice little pop trade for short-term traders. And you can see this. You can see this following this trend line. This trend line very important to me. This trend line right here, because if it really does not stand this trend line right here, then we could see a return back down to much lower levels. But with smart contracts, I don't see that anything like that happening until maybe after the 12th. You know, like after the 12th, when the euphoria is over and smart contracts and woo, smart contracts. Oh my God, I can't believe smart contracts are here. This is great. And then people are like, yeah, what's happening now, man? What's going on? You know, you might see a drop back down, and then you could see a drop back down to even the 246 area. You could see it even lower. But like in long term, again, still very bullish. Cardano is like one of those ones where, like, to me, it's just a no-brainer. It is like a no-brainer. Charles Hoskinson, very polarizing. Only negative things against Cardano that I could say is that, you know, like, I wish their team did a little bit more in terms of marketing and pushed more adoption towards the crypto communities, and they're doing their best. I mean, like, they're very transparent. But you know, like, again, Charles is a very polarizing type of dude. I enjoy it. I personally enjoy Charles and the humor and his wit. Some people don't like that. Some people very against that. But like when you have something that has this kind of team behind it and this kind of brain behind it, and we've seen we've seen the use cases. We've seen what's happening directly. We've seen the amount of people staking. Just even at $3, it just seems like Cardano is amazingly cheap. Like, to me, long term, this thing could be like $15. I mean, like, I could see Cardano even being 30, but we're talking way out. People that are throwing out numbers that are telling you, like, oh yeah, we're gonna get $15 by the end of the year. Nah, I'm much more conservative with my price points right now on Cardano. You know, it's really dependent upon what happens with Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. But if Bitcoin and Ethereum stay bullish, I think by the end of the year you could see a $5 to $8, maybe $9. I would say $5 to $8 Cardano. $5 to $8 Cardano at the end of the year, as long as Ethereum and Bitcoin stay bullish, or relatively the action that we're getting now, keep the valuation that they currently have. Then I could see a $5 to $8 Cardano by the end of the year. So that, now, on the flip side, if you see like a Bitcoin tank, if you see like an Ethereum tank, and the bears do win, Cardano's going to get hit regardless of these smart contracts. And then what's my bear outlook at the end of the year? If we have like worst case bear scenario, I would say let's zoom back out here. That's a very good question. I would say this range, the 80-cent range. I would say 80 cents. And again, if it hits that, I mean, like, anything around the dollar or lower than $1 is just an instant buy for me on Cardano. So if the markets do tank and we get down to that area again, and you know what, it's going to be sad. I'm not going to be scared and like sell off the Cardano. I've watched the crypto markets for a very long time. I've just recently got involved in them. I know how volatile they are. I know how they can drop and pop. And like, if we do have that worst bear case scenario, anything under $1 is a gift. It is a gift from God. And you say, thank you. Thank you. And you better make sure you got some powder if that does happen. Always make sure you have cash sitting on the sidelines for these levels. Make sure you set up your orders accordingly. Like if you're just finding Cardano now, and take the time to research it, great project, great blockchain, and look at these levels. Come back, look at these levels. Like 246, okay, important level, okay. $2, important level. 187, important level. 167, important. 161 area. 147 area. 126 area. $1 area. And you choose where you want to put those limit orders at. If you do the research and the due diligence to understand what Cardano is, and you believe in crypto, and you think that crypto will change the banking systems, the future of finance, and you believe in crypto, and you know the headwinds are the government coming really hard at crypto and regulating the F out of it. There are those risks. The government just does a China on it, but I don't think America's going to do that. I think America is going to be smart about this, even though we get this regulation coming down from Elizabeth Warren, who's so scared, who has absolutely no idea about the utility and the positives of crypto and focuses on all the bullshit of crypto. But I think Jerome Powell understands that the crypto markets are important to Americans. I think, while, he's staying like neutral, crypto neutral, I think underneath, he understands how important these markets are. I think you will see some regulation. I think it will affect crypto markets in the long run, but also I think that they eventually banks are going to configure to adopt crypto, and you're already seeing that. You're already seeing banks, start their own Bitcoin funds, and you're already seeing them kind of trying to adapt to not being a dinosaur. So yeah, like Cardano's great. Cardano over 3, little long in the tooth on this video, but want to get all my thoughts out on Cardano. I hope this helped you guys. If you need, got any questions, just let me know, ask. And it's great to be making videos here. I like it. I'm having a good time. I hope you guys are too. Hope you guys are enjoying these videos. And if you want more, let me know. Just let me know.